I may have bought some new fish for the DIY fancy goldfish pond. I saw this opportunity come up and I just felt like I couldn't not do it. It's quite hard to find some really nice Joaquin goldfish, well I think it is on my searches, and this West View Fancies were selling some of their breeding stock, or what were going to be their breeding stock, and they're about 3 years old. They're quite large fish with really nice patterns, actually really interesting patterns. And the Benny, the red on the fish, was actually really quite deep red, and I hadn't seen that a lot before. I've seen mainly orange fish. So they've got really good tails. I haven't gone as far as in the videos. I couldn't see about split tails and everything like that, you know, double anal fins, all of the things that you'd expect from a fancy goldfish. But anyway, I thought I'd just get you a nice kind of video of me settling them into the pond. So a couple of nice large fish here. They came well packaged in a big box. You can have, I think you said up to maybe 3 or 4 fish in one of those bags, but don't hold me to that. So all I did was manage to float them. You can see them there through the bag actually to start with. A little glimpse. They're really nice fish. I'm really happy with them. There's some of the smaller ones you can see in the pond, all doing well. And I just leave them there for a bit. I keep a marine tank as well, and I don't even tend to drip acclimate there really anymore. It's all about the temperature for me. But you can see that they came in the bag, swimming, really healthy, nice bright fish actually, and the eyes you'll see in a bit, really bright eyes. So, and like I said, I was really happy with the quality of them. I wanted to get them out of the bag as soon as possible. There's just a little comparison for you. The old fish that I've got compared to those, and it's hard to tell when they're in the bag, but the size, there is a big size difference. So the pond is ticking along nicely. There are going to be some changes, especially to the filtration, I think, coming up. So that's something you fancy follow along for. I actually feel like I might manage to get this. I've got a free filter, which I'm going to try and sort of DIY and improve it and make it a little bit better. But we've got some plants growing. We've got some other fish there actually that I haven't shown you yet, but I'll do a little video about those in the future. I did another visit to Star Fisheries and I couldn't resist. There's some calico Joaquin, but these ones, as you can see, I mean, I opened the bag and it did really smell in there. There was obviously a build up over the fact they were shipped overnight, and so I know that it's best to get the fish out of the bag straight away. And little zoom in there, you can see them. So I always get them out of my hand. I don't want to use a net personally. This is one of them. You can see the size now. I've got them in my hand. I mean, as Joaquin goldfish go, they're a good size. And the red, as I said before, the Benny is very deep. That's something that I didn't have a lot of. I had more of the orange red fish. And yeah, I think it was actually potentially raining a bit that day when I did it. This is probably my favourite, this one here. The markings were absolutely beautiful and the body shape is amazing. You can see how deep that red is. We've got the Coochie Benny, which means the red lips, and nice splayed out tail, split down the middle as you'd expect. Really healthy fish. So a great addition to the pond, and it's something that I just couldn't resist. It came up, and I know that I'm sort of reaching the stocking level for this pond if I haven't reached it already. They are very small fish. I just wanted to show you in the bag there. You could see sort of all the stuff that had ended up being in that bag that was not nice. When I opened it, it definitely did smell. So you know, things are ticking along nicely with the pond. As I said, there's going to be some improvements made, and I've also got a plan to extend the pond. In a previous video I've uploaded, I talked about that. I want to eventually get some top view ranchu, which I'll probably house in this pond for now, but eventually I will have a little separate pond that's going to be housed in my shed. But for now, I've got some images here. I'll just leave you with some images of the fish. So it's just a little update really. I wanted to show you these new fish, absolutely stunning fish from West View Fancies. The service was really good and communication was excellent, so definitely would recommend going to those guys. Good selection. There's going to be a lot of changes to this pond. I've got some ideas for filtration, the extension, some different varieties of fancy goldfish. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and follow along.